Hello, my name is Carlton Schumacher from the Hunting Page. I would like to talk a little bit about edge maintenance for your knives. Today we've got Benchmade knives here, which are fantastic knives, excellent quality steel. We actually have some accessories that they make for edge maintenance as well. Some things are quicker in the field, some things are a little bit more detailed, takes a little more time, but if you need to put a brand new edge on, this is fantastic. If you need a quick tune-up in the field, this is amazing. And then you've got a folding toolkit, which also has a sharpener on it as well, so this could be a great toolkit in the field for these knives, but also really any knives. Okay, this is a folding toolkit. This is a 12-in-1 tool plus sharpener and honing steel. So what you're going to see in here is that this is a rubber gasket that keeps this from opening up, but this is great for your pack because you can actually use all the Torx bits that are in here, plus the hex heads, a screwdriver, as well as an awl for a hole punch, and this also has a file to it. Now the part that you're going to use to sharpen the knife with is going to be this part, the gray part. Now the gray part, it will actually take material off the blade. So as you run it through here, you basically will put a new edge on, and then to hone the edge, you'll use that side. You do a little harder, you go through a few times, go through a series of doing it, but at the same time you're actually going to be able to keep your edge and maybe even put a new edge back on in the field, which is phenomenal for really a quick tune-up. This is a combo edge sharpener, and what you do is it's got a fish hook sharpener on the bottom, which is nice and convenient. So this top comes out, it acts like a sharpening rod. You can either put a brand new edge on here, which is what these are. So you'd actually take this, say this knife was dull, and you would cross it in here one time, two times, and you have a brand new edge on there. Also, if you have a serrated knife, which is usually a challenge to sharpen, this is a diamond steel. And so what you do, you can do it a couple different ways. Either you can go this way, or you can go this way. But you can see that you can sharpen the serrations, and then what you're able to do is just tune up your serrated knife, which is usually kind of difficult. Even if you send it back to the factory, they usually don't do that. So you can use this in your home or out in the field. It's very convenient, very portable, nice and light. And I like the fact that it's got the fish hook sharpener on there, so it's multi-use for fishing applications as well as any field knife use. If you're in the field and you've used your knife and you know that your knife has been maybe hit a bone, or potentially you've pressed on something, maybe you hit a rock while you're dressing your game, the edge of the knife like this looks like this. So what happens is if the edge has been hit, it bends a little bit. This is what your knife looks like if it was underneath a microscope. This is what you want it to look like. So in order to straighten it out, you can do one of a couple things. The best scenario is, like chefs do in a kind of commercial kitchen, they don't put a new edge on every time. They actually take the edge and straighten it out. So this is a honing steel. This is actually from a kitchen, but this can be used in the field if you had a small one. They actually make portable ones like this. But the knife itself, instead of going forward like you see chefs do, you want to go backwards. It's called feathering, and the steel is basically like this, and what that is, you make 2 or 3 swipes, and you have to do it fairly firm because the steel in these knives are very good steel, harder than a chef's knife steel, so you're going to have to press a little bit harder, but you want to emulate the angle that the blade is on already, which is about 20 degrees on each side, which is this. So what you've done is hopefully you've taken that blade and you've straightened it out so it looks like this. And as it looks like this, you just want to finish it, which is called setting the blade, and you basically take your knife and do a 20-degree angle on each side, and you straighten the edge out. Now the edge should look similar to this. You actually just took your original great, fantastic edge you had and straightened it out. Now if you've actually used your knife and it's become really bad, where it's almost folded over, you have to put a new edge on. And the new edge will cause you to have to use a stone like this, which is a very simple tool. You put a new edge this way, or these are sanding stone. And what these do is they take material off of your blade. Instead of straightening the edge out that exists, you put brand new material on, or you take a brand new edge on. So this is a self-oiled honing stone. It's got a coarse side and a smooth side. This is the same. This isn't self-oiled. This has got a coarse side and a smooth side. So depending on how bad your edge is, if you can almost see little chips in the edge, you're going to need to use the coarse side to put a brand new edge on. And what you would do is, I'm not going to do this here because I don't want to make a mess, but this is pre-oiled. This is when you can use oil or water. I usually prefer water. It's less messy. What you do is soak this for maybe 20 minutes or so. And then what you do is you take and do an even pass on this, and you do an even pass to make sure that the whole blade is covered on the stone while you do it. After you do each side, and you can take a dull knife of maybe a junky knife and try to figure this out how to do it before you put your really good knife on it. And then as you get better, you can take more material off and it starts getting finer and finer. You can switch it, and then you've got a fine edge. And then at the end, you always steel the knife, so you're always going to take that burr off. So this is just what a chef would do in a kitchen. You can do it with your sporting knives as well, which is the same technology. Edges still fold, they still bend, and they still break. So you can do it just the same as a professional chef would. For more information about tools and accessories from Benchmade, check out benchmade.com. And for more on hunting in the outdoors, visit us at thehuntingpage.com.